What is up, guys? I'm very, very sorry for you guys. You might be wondering, what in the world's that back there? Well, in the last episode, you guys know that we got the Forge construct area, and we got our cool, insane mech suit. Well, we could attach things to his back, his arms, and all kinds of crazy things, and we can control him, and then we pretty much were from all the way, maybe from here? From all the way over there, maybe. I have zero idea, really. Yeah, it was from all, I think it was it was right here. We went from this place, and we traveled all the way down. I got another light route. It was pretty much just going all the way down, going into an area. And then we got to here, the Spirit Temple entrance. We attached a rocket to his back when we couldn't climb the wall. It was pretty cool. We got here, and that thing is Mineru's old creation, but it's pretty much taking control of from Ganon. And I tried to fight it, but I pretty much got one shot, so we're gonna see if we can do this again. It's good. I stopped at 20 minutes because this was pretty bad. That was very infuriating. Are you? How am I supposed to beat this thing? I can't beat it. I can't beat it. Oh my gosh, I have completely zero thought of how to beat this thing. It's a mech suit battle. Oh God! I can't do it. Where am I trying to aim? That's the thing. I don't know where I'm aiming. I have zero thought of where to aim. I can't get out of the mech suit. This is like a mech suit battle. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys, that it pretty much failed. I failed to get a lot of cool things on me. Well, I pretty much was mostly just making my way here to get this stuff, and it's like I get smashed by you.
This thing is quite sturdy. We keep knocking it over, but that is all.
Well, maybe we should hit it into the neck. There we go. I know what to do now. Why do you have cannons? We hit the cannonballs back at you. Eat it! I finally know what I'm doing.
Maybe we can make use of the devices around us.
Oh, I should have hit him. Hit me. Thanks, sir.
We will not be able to force our way past it.
Nope. One shot it. It's an automatic one shot for me right now. It's what health at the health I'm at, it's a one shot, which is infuriating. But I can do it with this amount of health. I just can't lose all my stinking stuff. And we're gonna try this again. She says to use the devices. The only thing are stinking wrecking balls or whatever, and I already have them. Wait. shoot. I got zapped. It's like he hits me, which damaged me a lot, but I live, but then I get slided right into the corner and absolutely eat it. Oh my gosh, that's so infuriating. Like, I like this. I like what they did here. Let's make a mech suit and have Link drive it and have a mech suit arena and have a mech suit battle. It's awesome. Like, that's how cool this thing is. Like, how cool this battle would be. There we go. We got the cannons. Alright, time to heal. One more shot and that kills me. There we go. I'm getting nervous. Two shock emitters.
Be brave, but not.
I think she's gonna say reckless.
Careless. Maybe we can make use of the devices around us.
Boom! So close. Come on. Hit me. I want you to hit me. Yeah. Dummy. 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 Dummy! Yes! He was very dumb there to hit me. But hey, what can I say? I'm doing good right now. I don't want to jinx it. Boom! Pa! Pa! Okay, I've lost one of my hammers. Aw, man. This is not good. What? He's back in the ring with 4 arms?
They brought out more arms. Be careful. Don't be thrown off by how fast it goes. Just wait until it stops, then attack.
Wait, hit? 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 Boom! Take that. You may have 4 arms, but I have big brains. This setup again? Alright, he's got cannons this time. I gotta be careful. Shoot me!
We won't last long at this rate. We need to find another approach.
Oh, there's... attach? Right hand. That's a shock emitter. Shoot, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I got him! Boom! No! Hit! 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 Alright, shock emitter worked. There's no shock emitter works. Alright, he's going back to some kind of this strategy.
It has to stop moving to attack. Wait for that moment.
Ugh! You're back up, aren't you? Come and get some. Boom. 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 Boom!
You've almost done it, Link, but remain ready for anything.
Aw, man. Oh, he's back up. He didn't make it fully, so he's back up. One, 2, 3, 4, and he's out. TKO! Sayonara, buddy. Aw, man. He's gonna blow. Bye. Bye-bye. Explosion. Let's go. Hoo, 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 hoo. Nailed it. And the ring closes, and the victor is Mineru's construct and Link. Aw, man, let's go. That was sick. Wow. I'm so sorry, guys, but at least you guys got to see the fight. At least. If you were wanting to know where to go, it would have been pretty simple. I promise you guys. It would have been pretty simple, because you would have known where to go by just, I don't know, you'd be able to, because of the marker, so it makes sense, but I don't think if you guys just haven't wanted just to see the fight, here we go, first couple of minutes of the episode. Well, examine, and we still have this mech suit, and the mech suit is awesome, and I will keep this mech suit for forever. Ooh, my pad. What's wrong with my pad? Oh gosh. What? What? You were in my pad like the entire time? Oh. Wow. So Mineru's in the amulet. Boom. There's nothing about the war or whatever, and here we go. We have a mech suit, baby! A mech suit as our friend. Wait, never mind. I guess we're talking to Mineru. Hey, Mineru. Tell us about Zelda, please.
Asked me to aid you, Link. I am the Sage of Spirit, and one of the Zonai.
We finally have a Zonai on our team.
Mineru.
Hello. Mineru, the Sage of Spirit.
I am glad to meet you, Link.
Thank you.
I must thank you. It is because of you
Oh, you're welcome.
that we have recovered my secret stone.
You're welcome.
Originally, my intent was to awaken when you first found the Porapad. Then to guide you to my construct and assist you on your journey. I had not anticipated a battle with that same construct. You have proven quite adept, and I am grateful for all your efforts.
Well, thank you.
Link, here. In the name of Mineru, Sage of Spirit, I grant my power unto you. I believe it will serve you well.
Thank you. Boom! Final ring! Let's go. The final one. Spirit. Yes. Boom! Let's go!
With
Let's
this power I've
go!
given, a deep bond has been forged between us. And from this point forward, my spirit will reside within that construct. I will help you however I can.
Okay. Man, this is awesome. We're only like 15 minutes in. Technically, it would have been, what, 36 if the 20 minutes was still there? I know one who lived in the distant past in the age of Hyrule founding. Oh, who lived in the distant past in the age of Hyrule's founding. Circumstances forced me to forsake my body and become a being of pure spirit. Long have I slumbered within Zelda's purpad in order to share what I knew when it passed into your hands. I apologize that our meeting has been so long delayed. The Demon King's interference is to blame. Nevertheless, I ask your pardon.
Well then.
Now, on the topic at hand, I'm in my own age, the distant past. From your perspective, Zelda awakened as the Sage of Time and appeared before us. What I must relate is a tragedy that occurred in Hyrule's history. As its crux was Zelda, who held a secret stone and traverse time. She made a momentous decision in those days gone by. I would have you know, to the resolve she poured into that blade, the Master Sword.
Long ago, my people, known as the Zonai, came down from the heavens to the surface of the world. It was said they were descendants of gods. They bore treasures from these same gods, secret stones capable of amplifying the abilities of those who possessed them. Using the knowledge of the Zonai, my younger brother Rauru became a great leader. He met a young woman named Sonia, and they would wed. Rauru gifted Sonia one of the secret stones. Together, they sought to establish their kingdom. This is how the Kingdom of Hyrule, with Rauru and Sonia as its first king and queen, came to be. The future looked bright. However, tragedy suddenly struck. A man of great evil emerged from the desert. The leader of the Gerudo, Ganondorf, killed Queen Sonia and stole her secret stone. Using the secret stone, Ganondorf transformed into the Demon King. He then created swarms of monsters and attacked. Hyrule rose up to face these threats, but the evil power driving the monsters forward was staggering. The defenders were on the brink of defeat. Rauru then came up with a plan to turn the tide of the war. He entrusted secret stones to warriors with exceptional abilities. They became sages and united in an effort to finally defeat the Demon King. Rauru and the sages outnumbered the Demon King and should have been able to stop him.
But
However, the Demon King's power had grown far beyond anything we could have imagined. I was unable to withstand his strength. Our fight appeared all but lost. And then, Rauru. He committed himself to one final act.
Oh man. Oh wow.
That pride will be your downfall, Ganondorf!
The hand. That's the same was on Ganondorf, but it was sealed. Oh man, Raru's means business right now.
Fine. My heart and steal my magic. You plan to hold me here? What a clever way to solve your problems. But are you ready to pay the price for this?
Don't be so smug. I know exactly what it will cost me.
Thousands of years will pass in the blink of an eye. You only delay the inevitable.
You're wrong. Years from now, someone will appear with the sword that seals the darkness. A swordsman with the power to defeat you. Link. Remember this name.
Oh man.
Interesting. I look forward to meeting you.
And that's how he's sealed, and we found him. Wow.
Aha.
You know this tragedy as the imprisoning war. Though, look, it took all we were able to give, we succeeded in imprisoning the Demon King. But I was wounded in the process, my body was soon to expire.
Well then.
Then is when Zelda came to me bearing a decayed and broken sword. Yes, you will recall now the Master Sword vanished from your hand at the Temple of Time. From there it traveled into the distant past, appearing in Zelda's hands. Now you hold it once again. Man, a lot of stuff is happening. I gotta
You're
check this
saying that
recording.
sword traveled through time the same way you did?
Yes, but more importantly, in my original time, the Demon King was vulnerable to even the smallest piece of this sword.
Even someone like him has vulnerabilities. Then, what exactly are you suggesting we do with the sword?
Over time, the Master Sword is able to absorb sacred power. It can heal itself, and even grow stronger.
Curious. If we were able to empower it in that way, it could be the key to defeating the Demon King. But it could take centuries for that sword to grow strong enough. The power the Demon King wields. I do not see how this can be done. It would be impossible for you to provide it with sacred power for so long.
I can think of one way.
You mean?
Yes, I can do it. I have to.
So the dragon with the Master Sword
That
was
act is
Zelda!
forbidden for a very good reason. It would mean throwing yourself away.
Oh, Mineru!
You won't be able to change back.
So she turned into a dragon?
The moment I had the sword, I knew what to do. I knew this was why I came to this era. I want to restore the Master Sword and deliver it to Link.
So I pulled a sword out of her snout. Wow.
I understand. You really have made up your mind? Very well then. As a Zonai, I bear my share of blame for these events. So I too will devote myself to this goal, and to this hero of yours. For the swordsman Link, I will do everything I can. Even if my body should perish, I will still be with you in spirit.
Are you kidding me, Zelda? Are you kidding me? Why? Why did you turn yourself into a dragon?
Aha!
Afterwards, Zelda and I discussed strategy. We laid the groundwork for guiding you in the distant future.
Well then.
Before the gloom's affliction took my life, I became a spirit and entered the Purapad. Then Zelda did what she felt she must and began the forbidden process. She believed you would use the Master Sword to defeat the Demon King and restore peace to Hyrule.
Aha!
You already have in hand, the hope that Zelda left you, the sword that seals the darkness, the Master Sword.
Well then.
Go now, Link. With the Sword of Hope that Zelda left to you, and you will surely smite Demon King Ganondorf. Alright. Vow of Mineru, Sage of Spirit. Alright. Guidance from ages past. Complete. Trial of the Master Sword. Trial of the Master Sword complete. Okay, are we done? Okay, guys, it is recording, and I see these two constructs here, so I'm ready to produce. I am a smithing construct. Mineru created me to try to unlock the hidden potential of Zonite charges. I was made with the unique ability to temper Zonite for weapons and equipment. I was driven into hiding when a minion of the Demon King occupied the Spirit Temple, but you and me, Mineru, have cleared the way I can perform my work once again. You have my wholehearted thanks. I would ordinarily not work for anyone other than Mineru, but you are a special case. I will gladly exchange my special weapons and equipment with you if you will be. It will be up to you to produce the Zonite. Oh wow, this is like a Zonite bow. Mighty Zonite shield, mighty Zonite spear, mighty Zonite longsword, and mighty Zonite sword. Okay. The Zonite bow. That's cool. I'll wait for their commands or whatever. Okay. I need more materials. I have been tasked by Mineru with gathering materials from the depths. This was meant to aid her in her research. My progress was interrupted when the servant from the Demon King occupied the Spirit Temple. Your efforts have allowed me to return to my duty. I offer you my deepest thanks. This is the one of my fruits of my excavation. Take it with me, my gratitude. Ancient blade. An ancient dagger-like blade. It's too small to wield as a weapon, but it can be used as an arrowhead. I previously informed you that Mineru tasked me with excavating materials in this vicinity. One such material was Zonite. I would ask you to offer me all that you can spare. Payment would of course be provided in return. I can offer you an ancient blade for every 50 piece of Zonite you supply. No thanks. Very well, I would be pleased to trade anytime. Ancient blades below.
Aha!
I see that you already wield the Master Sword, Link. Okay, surely building his power. You hold the Sword of Hope, which Link. Okay, I mean Zelda. Okay.
Well then.
This construct body that might be okay. I was already sworn my pledge to you. Call upon me whenever you need of my strength. When you're needed of my strengths. Well, why not go back to Lookout Landing and show them what I found? Hopefully they don't immediately jump me into a battle. I don't want that. Because they may be like, are you ready to face King Ganondorf? And I will be like, no, not yet. Mineru's construct. Attach materials or weapons to the construct's arms to increase its punching power. Mineru's construct. While riding the construct, you can traverse lava and gloom without taking damage. Nice. Mineru's construct. Okay, we were learning a lot about Mineru's construct. And it's good because I have zero thought of it. I cannot summon here. Got it. Oh, I guess Yunobo needs to be summoned too. Yo, Purah. Well, did you find anything about the 5th stage? Blah, 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 blah.
What?
You found the Sage of Spirit? Mineru? This is incredible. That means you have the 5th stage. Fantastic work, Link. I can't believe this is actually the one of the sages who faced off against the Demon King. Alongside Princess Zelda. Now you have news about the princess. There's some relief in that, at least. So in the ancient past, Princess Zelda worked to restore the decayed Master Sword and return it to your hand, trusting that you would defeat the Demon King in the present day. She did so much on her own. She's now a dragon.
What?
The Master Sword was restored, you say? When were you planning on telling me? And it was found on the head of a white dragon of all places? That's hard to believe. However, this was Princess Zelda's wish. When she believed in so strongly that she gave her life to see it through for us. Thank you for finding the sword, Link. I have to say, you really don't look quite yourself unless you got the Master Sword at your side. Well, thank you. Now then, it seems you have all you need. You're prepared to face our enemy. Find the 5th stage. No, I'm not ready. Crisis at Hyrule Castle. Complete. Wow, we're completing some main quests. You need to determine where the Demon King is lurking. It seems unlikely he'd still be in Hyrule Castle. I cannot think of any place he'd be here on the surface. That just means... That's it, the depths. Well, wouldn't you say there's a high probability that he's in the depths? Do what you think best. Of course. But my suggestion is to ask Joshua for any information she may have. She's enthusiastic about investigating the depths, so I'm sure she'll be happy to help out.
Yeah.
Link, the rest is up to you. Destroy Ganondorf. And then the Dragon Tears. Okay, what do I want to do for the rest of this episode? Well... Why not get a memory? That means I only have 2 memories left. And if I can get... I want to get all the memories, watch them in order, from 1 to 18, okay? And I know I'm going to miss one. I'm at least going to miss one. Insa Shrine, okay. What? Oh, let's go. Baboom. Miru's vow has granted you the power to summon her construct. Oh no. You're fine, person. Oh, I can't. Alright. I kind of want to dismount, yeah. What's in here? Oh, a chest. Nice. I have zero idea why I didn't find this before, but 5 arrows. Okay, where we're trying to go is pretty much... primarily here. There it is. Alright. That is so wait. What platform is that? Oh. Where are we? Well, in technicality, that could be King Gleeok over there. That's gotta be. Oh, is that King Leok over there? I have zero idea right now. It's like a... There's a chasm over there, and this is all water. Alright, let's get on over there. That's it. That's all the stamina I had there. I think it's the top one up there. Was that the Zelda dragon right there? Hey, little mech suit. Korok seed. Korok seed. Nailed it! You found me. There we go. I need to maybe get some more weapon slots. Where is it? It's usually at one of these water droplets. Ooh, a fire Gleeok over there. Never faced one. I may need some. Maybe. Oh, maybe I'd use ice keys. Ice key size. Or frost keys, or whatever. I only have 5. That's not enough for a full-on assault on one of them. Where in the world is it? Alright, now I can't climb. Great. I'll use one fan. You know what? That doesn't matter. I think I need to get another bird's eye view. Literally need to get another bird's eye view. Alright, let's go back here. And I'll do the same thing I did last time. But I just need to figure out where in the world to go. Because I know where it is. While riding the construct, you can traverse. Yeah, we know that one. While riding the construct, you'll take no damage when falling from high places. What? Use construct, you can attack or jump or whatever. Like a whirlpool over there. There's a lot of area I've not explored. So that's why I'm just gonna maybe wait for a while. Kind of just explore each area. Maybe I take a pit stop over here. It's the Gleeoks are over there. So this could be a flux construct. All that I know. Never mind, I'm going over here. Raindrops there, 2 raindrops there, 2 there, and 2 there, and 2 there. Any place. The top one's there. Which one would make the most sense? We've got 2 there. Maybe this time it's not a water droplet, which would make literally zero sense. It's not those 2 water droplets. Because every single one I feel like is a water droplet. And now I can't stinking climb walls because the weather's so great. Just climb up, Link! Oh my gosh! Okay, thank you. I was about to rage on this game. I see 0. Okay, come on, Link. Wait, what? Oh. Nope. Alright, you can go there. Where in the world is it? Oh, for goodness sakes. Where in the world is it? And I absolutely eat it there. I'm just not finding it. I don't know why. How does it take this long for me to find one memory? It's gotta be on a place of where I can walk. Is it up here? For goodness sakes. Oh my gosh. No. No. No! Link! Get up there! Link! Get up! Are you kidding me? It was right here the entire time? Are you kidding me? That is the hardest one to find. In my opinion. That was hard. Well, let's see what this memory is. Please tell me it's at least 17, because I think we have 16. Because I have zero idea what this one would be, really. Okay, let's see. Oh. Oh!
Sonia.
I know this place. This is where the great goddess statue was. Or whatever that huge statue was. And now, I'm guessing this is 8 or whatever.
Zelda.
King Rauru, before you face the Demon King tomorrow, there is something I must tell you. I came to this era after finding a man underground.
Go on.
When I witnessed what the secret stone did to Ganondorf, at that moment, I knew for sure what we found underground, that was him. He was still alive, still powerful. He continues to live on, all the way until my time. In tomorrow's battle, we won't be able to defeat him. No matter how strong we think we are, he'll survive. And you will.
Maybe so. But it is my duty to try. It was my hubris that set us on this path. I must atone for my error in judgment. And above all else, I remain the King of Hyrule. As with any leader, it is my duty to safeguard and protect my people, even if I must risk my life.
Rauru.
And if it proves impossible for us to defeat Ganondorf, we rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Let's go!
But remember, that was a future where you never appeared in this world. And you are here now. Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
The reason I am here.
There we go. There we go. Another memory in the memory book. And dissolve. Oh, 13. Okay. Yeah, Demon King, then Demon King's army, then 12. The King's Duty, the Imprisoning War. Yeah, 17 I'm wanting to find. I'm guessing that's a memory too. Into the sky. I wonder if that is a memory. I'll go to this shrine. I want to at least get those two memories that I know of that are there. And then we'll have one more little memory that we need to find. And that'll be it for today's episode. But I'll do the other memory in the next episode. We need to go to Akala because I know there's a lot of shrines there. If I'm wanting 20 light roots and stuff, it's like TikTok, really. Ah, right there. Is that the memory I found? Oh wow, I just found a random chest right here. Wow. Lucky me. A large zonite charge, got it. It is. That's the memory I found. Which means there's one left. Hoping I can make it over there. I have zero idea what happened there. I guess it's Now that I'm out of the stuff or whatever, I can get on down there. Alright. I may want to examine this. Middle one. I'm going middle. This one's pretty small, so I'm going majority easy. Water, so if I need to, I can bore here. This is a thing about a secret stone. This better be 17 right here. There's a shrine nearby. Okay, that's a Korok. This one's much smaller, so I'm hoping it doesn't take that long. Just try and look around, really. Are you kidding me right now? Darn it. Let's skip this. Let's try and find this memory. Please just tell me it's close. I just want it to be close. It's over there somewhere. I have zero idea where it would be. Is it on that rock? I thought this one was... There we go. There we go. It was on top of that rock. Okay. Let's see what this memory is. We'll have one left after this, which is the weird bent dagger thingy, which I'll have to find. Which I feel like I had found. Maybe it was in, like, the Gerudo area. Well, let's go back and see what this memory is.
King Rauru, we just received word that the last free village in the Gerudo Desert has fallen. At this rate, the Demon King's army will overwhelm us.
I understand. Our only hope is for me to defeat the Demon King.
Rauru. The Demon King. He is not someone you can stop by yourself. But You are not alone. You have the Gerudo, Goron, Zora, and Rito leaders as well as Zelda. And of course, you can count on me.
There's something I'd like to show you all.
Oh, this is at the Temple of Time, I think. Wait, it's not. Oh.
Zonai. Sacred stones.
Stand with me. I need all your aid.
Oh, is this when they all get their secret stones?
We all, gathered here, swear on our lives to serve Rauru, the King of Light.
I guess that's the memory. Wonder what memory that was. I have zero idea, really. The Sage's Vow. Well, we're missing 9. Which I'm guessing is the Gerudo Scimitar or whatever. Or it's... There's no way the Gerudo Scimitar is that. I think the 17th memory is gonna be like from something. We're so stinking close. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it off there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Bye-bye.